Left arm.
You picked the baby up by its arm?
I was being lazy.
And you told the detectives two different stories.
Because I was afraid they were going to take my baby away.
You were mad because you know they were going to find out the truth about Elijah.
If he told you to hit your baby, he would have done it.
And his other arm is broke. You have no idea how.
No.
That's a lie.
I believe her man hit that baby. He broke his arm.
How dare you accuse me of hitting my son?
One time he didn't want to hold his pacifier in his mouth, so he went and tied a scarf around it so it would stay in there.
You're with the guy that you had to say, don't tie a scarf around that baby's mouth.
I didn't tie it, like, choking and tying it.
We're going to get to these results right now.
If it is that they're lying, I'm just going to get a lawyer and we're going to take that baby away. They're never.
My guess is Ida. Ida, why are you here?
I'm here for my baby because they're accusing me that I had broke his arm.
Who's accusing you of breaking your baby's arm?
My family and my sister Martha.
Did you break your son's arm?
No.
You didn't break his arm.
The left arm, I did break it, but it was an accident.
How did you break your son's arm? First of all, how old was he when you broke his arm?
4 months.
4 months old. 4 months old. How did you break a 4-month-old baby's arm on accident?
I picked him up from his left arm, and I guess...
Whoa. You picked the baby up by his arm?
From his left arm, yes.
Okay, I'm a man, and even though I have 2 children of my own, I don't know a lot about raising babies. I don't. Like, they handed me the baby, it's like the atomic bomb. Don't know what to do with it. But the one thing I do know about babies is you don't pick them up by their arms. I'm going to guess even if I didn't have a baby, I would know not to pick a baby up by its arm. How did you do that? You just, like the baby was laying down, you picked the baby up by its arm?
No, I was being lazy, and that morning when I grabbed him from his left arm, I guess I pulled too hard when I was picking him from his one arm like that.
How does it feel to be lazy that you broke the child's arm? I was lazy and my child suffered a broken arm at 4 months old. Lazy is the right word. Lazy is, I don't want to get up and change the channel, so I tell my daughter, go get me the remote. You, on the other hand, I would say is you were more negligent, right? Negligent, not really ensuring your son's safety, right? Negligent to the fact that you picked him up and you broke his arm. That's not lazy. That's just like, I don't give. That's what that is. Are you familiar with the show at all? My show? Okay, yeah. Somebody just said it. You broke your son's arm. You cannot sit in my chair. And you cannot lean on the chair.
Okay.
Yeah. I got this funny role. Chairs are for people that don't neglect their kids. So how did you hurt your son?
Well, last month, my husband came home from work, and he brought his friend over. They were drinking. Me and the baby were watching a movie. And then the baby was falling asleep in my arms. I laid him down in the bassinet, which I put the bassinet right next where we sleep. I used to put him right next to me to watch him at night. And then we were waiting to give him his seizure medicine because our baby has seizures. And
yeah, I mean, more reason not to be lazy, right? With your seizure baby.
Then at 7 in the morning, the baby got up crying, and I woke up my husband. I told my husband, go and get a diaper for the baby so I could change him. And when I got up from the bed, I grabbed him from his left arm, and I picked him up, and I guess I pulled too hard that I broke his arm.
Not even necessarily that you pulled him too hard. He's 4 months old. So this was a month ago. He had a broken arm that you broke it up by picking up. And since that time, they found that his other arm had been broken also.
Yeah, and the CPS told us after they took our baby, the week before, they told us that the other arm, the right arm, was broken.
How would the right arm get broken?
I don't know.
Did you ever pick up the baby?
No, I never picked them up.
You never?
No.
No, I never would do that.
I would pick them up from his left arm with one arm, with this arm, but I never picked them up from his right arm and broke his arm.
Why wouldn't you pick him up by his right arm?
I used to pick them up from the bottom like that.
But you broke his left arm by picking him up by his left arm. So you're telling me that you were so cautious as never to do it with his right arm?
No.
Why?
Because I never picked them up like that. That was the first time I picked them up like that.
So that one time you picked your baby up by the arm was the only time?
Yes.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Now, the police became involved, right?
Yes.
And detectives came and interviewed you. And you told the detectives two different stories. Why did you do that?
Because I was afraid they were going to take my baby away.
Why were you afraid?
Because I know by telling the cops the truth, they're going to take the baby eventually.
Oh, that's how it works, right? No, I'm curious about this because I used to be a Chicago policeman. And so people told me the truth. I then took their children away from them. Is that how it works?
But that's how I think.
That's how you think. And why do you think that way?
Because I always thought cops were like that.
They want to take their children away.
Well, if you tell them the truth, they're going to
punish you.
Yeah, they're going to do something.
And then if you don't tell the truth, what are they going to do?
Hmm?
They really must be doing something bad. If they're going to take their children away for telling you the truth, my God, what if you lied to the police?
Yeah, and I told the detective what really happened to the baby, and
You told the same detective two different stories.
no, I told the CPS that the baby broke his arm in the bassinet, and then I told them the same story. But when they took me in to his office, I had told them the truth, what really happened.
And just, I'm curious, how would you try to get anybody to believe that a baby broke its arm in its own bassinet?
There's no way they can believe it.
That's no way to believe it, right? Did you purposely try to break your son's other arm?
No.
No? Baby not crying, not having a seizure?
No. I love my baby. I wouldn't do that to him.
Except pick him up by his arm, break his arm. Now, your whole family believes you're covering for your boyfriend, Valerio. Are you covering up for him?
No.
He ever abuse your baby?
No.
You never see him hit your son?
No, I never seen him do anything to the baby. He takes good care of the baby.
He takes good care. Does he pick the baby up by his arm?
No.
Never?
No.
What are you hoping to happen today?
Show my family and show everybody that's talking about me and my sister that I didn't do it on purpose.
I don't know. Was it a mistake? Were you mad? I don't know. I think, did you take a lie detector test?
Yes.
We're going to find out. But, just to be even just so nonchalant about it. I don't even see that you, it's almost like you're more worried about what people are saying about you than what you did to your baby.
No, it hurts me.
So do you feel bad about what you
Yes,
did to your baby?
I feel bad because I know it was a mistake and I shouldn't have done that to him.
All right, so you're not going to do that again?
No, I'm not going to do that again. Because I love my baby. I would never do that to him.
And who has your son now?
Huh?
Where's your son now?
He is with my sister, Martha.
Martha, and she has what, custody of him?
She has custody of him right now.
Just look at I'm just curious. Did you call the show?
Martha called me.
But you didn't?
No.
Okay. All right, your sister Martha here, she has custody of your son. Your son was taken away because of two broken arms at the age of 4 months. She's now taking care of him. She's here. She called the show. Let's find out why.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You had that baby and you let him do it. You let him do whatever he wants with that baby.
No,
You let him do whatever he
you don't
wants
know
with that
that
baby.
story.
remember no calcium, that's my blood.
You don't know the story, Steve.
And I called Steve, yes I did. And
Yeah,
you were mad at me when I told you that I called him.
Yeah, I
Why
was
were you
mad because
you were mad because you know they were going to find out the truth about Eladio.
because the
Yes, he did.
detectives were going to put polygraph tests
No,
on me
no,
already.
no, no.
I didn't have to come and do it over
lying.
here.
You're sticking up for Eladio.
No,
you
I'm
never
never
did
sticking up for
anything. You're
Eladio.
sticking up for
Eladio
Eladio.
never did anything
She's
to
sticking
him.
up for her
No,
man.
he never did
She's
anything.
sticking up for her
You
man.
just hated
Yes,
me.
you are.
Like him since
No,
the first
I
time we
don't
got
hate him.
together.
No,
You
no.
always hated my
Sticking up for him.
No,
Paulie is the man of your life or
no,
whatever.
I love him.
Somebody who
Yes,
hates your
so
kid
what?
is not the man of your life.
But he didn't hit it. I did.
And you know why I call your show, Steve? You want to know why I call your show? Because you're the only person I'll stand up for little babies and infants from mothers like her and her husband.
Martha, I'm glad you called the show, and I'm glad that your nephew is with you and that you're watching over him. Seems like you got your head on right. What do you believe happened to your nephew?
I believe her man hit that baby. He broke his arm. That's what I believe.
I mean, and we're going to get to that, and that's quite possible it happened. I mean, here's a 4-month-old baby
Yeah,
with
that's
2
why I
broken
called
arms.
the show.
That's kind of crazy. You're not covering up for Eladio.
No, I'm not covering
So
up.
you did pick up your
Yes,
son's arm.
yes.
You picked him up by his arm, and you broke his arm.
We'll find
And
out.
his other arm is broke. You have no idea how.
No.
And you say that you have no knowledge whatsoever of Eladio breaking your son's arm. Now, you've seen Eladio be violent with your sister?
Not with her, but I've seen him with the baby.
And what have you seen?
One time when they went to our house, he didn't want to hold his pacifier in his mouth, so he went and tied a scarf around it so it would stay in there.
Is that true?
Yes, and I told
Being a
him that
mom.
day, don't ever do that to the baby again, and he still kept on doing
okay.
it.
There you go.
Okay.
I have a 9-month-old baby. If my husband did that, I would leave his ass.
Okay. So we have a mother that's breaking her son's arm. We have a father that ties a scarf around his 4-month-old baby.
And he wasn't even 4 months yet. He was 3.5.
He was 3.5 months old. Your husband tied a scarf around your baby's mouth with a pacifier, and you said, "Don't do that again, honey."
No, I told him I don't want to have to do that ever again.
But you saw him do it again.
No, he did it that day. We went to my sister's house, and that's when I told him. That's weird.
And he never did it again.
No.
You never saw him do it again.
No.